We're starting off the show and we're talking about a brand new book that just launched in April. It's called Food, Sex, and You. So Stacey Gorlicki is here. She's a registered psychotherapist. Hi, everybody. So I haven't seen Stacey Gorlicki in a couple of years, but I'm so happy she's back. She's a registered psychotherapist, and great news for everybody. This book just came out literally a month ago, just under a month ago. It's called Food, Sex, and You. It was 4 years in the making, and Stacey, the book stems from a lot of personal experience, and you saw a need for something like this that tackles untangling the body obsession in a weight-obsessed world. Tell us about the book and what it's really about.
Sure. First of all, it's so great to see you. Thank you so much for having me here. The book is about the relationship to food and sex, trauma, and the ability to not be able to regulate food, and shame when you overeat, undereat, binging, purging, being underweight, and not being able to undress in the bedroom in the dark.
Oh.
And how you feel about your body and the shame that goes with that.
And so why did you decide to write this? How did you know that this was an important topic to tackle?
It was my own personal experience. So
Right.
I speak about that childhood trauma that goes with that. And I felt that as a psychotherapist, I was speaking to a lot of women and men, if you would believe it, that would come into my office and discuss how they felt about overeating or undereating and controlling food. And it became a big topic, and it's a big topic in the news. There's Wentworth Miller right now, Amy Schumer, and everybody seems to be coming out about this topic about fat shaming.
And do you find that a lot of people have an unhealthy kind of obsession with food or body image?
It seems to be right now the media is really hitting hard with that. There's photoshopping, a lot of photoshopping, this portrayal of being perfect and needing to be perfect. And I discussed that in my book about, when I was 5 years old, my mom took me to the grocery store, and the grocery clerk said, your daughter's so beautiful. And my mom said to me, Stacey, you're beautiful, but remember, you're also really smart. And I didn't understand that, and I speak about this in my book. I didn't understand that until I was, I wouldn't understand that obviously until I was older, that being smart was as important as being beautiful. But a lot of women, I think, portray themselves as beauty is the passport to everything.
Yeah.
And this outer shell of being beautiful is what we have to strive for as a woman.
Well, and it's just not attainable, right? You want to look like you and the way you're supposed to look. But there is a lot of pressure on this, and of course the book. I said, you know what, Stacey, a lot of women feel that way when it comes to food or with their image, and you said that it's men too. We can't forget the men in here.
Well, men have to be masculine. I mean, it's this image of being masculine and having to carry everything in society, and men cannot be weak. Right. So this feeling of, if they don't portray this image, or if they aren't this perfection as well of being the breadwinner, that's another issue for men. So there's this fat shaming for men as well of being perfect. And men do overeat, and that shame that goes with men. Also, gay men have this, they have to be a perfect size. And so there's a lot of that as well.
What's the relationship between food and sex? Because a lot of people ask you, what do those two even go together? But they do.
Right. So if I overeat, or if I undereat, or if I hate my body, or if I abuse my body with food, it's like sex and drugs, right? If I abuse my body with sex, or if I abuse my body with drugs, I'm not going to like my body.
Yeah.
So if I overeat, going back to the food, if I overeat and I abuse my body, I'm not going to feel good about my body. I'm not going to want to take off my clothes in the light or feel sexual. So how do I do that? How do I have that balance with food and then feel like a sexual being and feel good about my body?
Well, and that's what it's all about, right? Feeling good, and feeling good up here too.
Right, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, they all go together.
And of course, body image, you tackle body image. Do you have any tips for people who are watching to start thinking more positively about their body if they're not?
So feeling and thinking more positively, it all goes together, right? I mean, obviously everything is in balance.
Right.
So you want to tell yourself how great you are and give yourself those positive affirmations, and not when you don't feel good about yourself, you have to remember that this too shall pass.
Right.
And that it is okay right in the moment to be where you are and to love yourself as you are, and to stop telling yourself that you're not good enough, because you are good enough.
I love that. Yeah, that's right. Those negative thoughts breed more negativity.
Yeah, just be positive in the moment.
That's one easy step that everybody can take. And if you want to explore further, definitely check out this book. It's Food, Sex, and You. It's available
everywhere. Indigo,
everywhere.
Chapters, Amazon, online at www.foodsexandyou.com.
It's so great. Thank you so much, Stacey. We'll be right back with more on Daytime.